All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today we're getting into something that's a huge headache for so many buildings. I'm talking about damp. We're going to look at a product called Bitumfleks from BTech. They say it's a permanent fix, so let's see what it's all about.
So, let's just jump right in. Does this look familiar? Yeah. If you're a homeowner or a builder somewhere like Legos, you've seen this 1,000 times. Peeling paint, water damage, it feels like a never-ending fight against the damp, doesn't it?
You know, with that constant cycle of wet and dry seasons, you've got this relentless enemy, damp. It just creeps into your foundations, into your walls, and it starts a whole chain reaction of problems that are way more than just skin deep.
And yeah, it's not just about looking bad. This stuff leads to real structural damage. You're looking at surfaces literally weathering away, paint turning to dust or bubbling up, and leaks. Leaks that can weaken the actual foundation of the building. It costs a ton of money to fix, it's super frustrating, and sadly, it happens all the time. But what if there was a better way? You know, a product that was actually made to fight these specific conditions. A solution that's designed from the ground up to handle the crazy climate challenges.
Well, that's exactly where Bitumfleks comes into the picture. They've created a waterproofing system that's literally engineered for places with those harsh, wet, and dry seasons. It's not a one-size-fits-all thing, it's a purpose-built shield.
And that product is called Bitumfleks. So what is it? Think of it like a ready-to-use liquid shield. It's basically this special, modified bitumen, kind of like a rubberized asphalt. The whole idea is super simple. You just paint it on, and it creates this powerful, flexible, and, this is key, seamless barrier. It sticks right to the building and keeps the water out, period. Okay, so you might be thinking, how is this any different from the old school methods? You know, like rolling out those big waterproof sheets or membranes. Well, the real advantage is all about how it creates that defense against water.
And this chart really nails it. See those traditional membranes? They have seams, and every single seam is a potential weak spot. It's just waiting to leak. But since Bitumfleks is a liquid, you paint on one continuous, unbroken layer. No seams, no weak points. Plus, it molds itself perfectly to any weird, uneven surface, which is something those stiff sheets just can't do.
So that leads us right into the biggest perks. You've got that seamless protection, which is huge, but it's also incredibly versatile. You can use this one product for so many different problem spots, foundations, retaining walls, all the way up to roofs and balconies. Heck, even inside for wet areas like bathrooms. Now check this out. This number, 300%, really shows you its secret weapon. It's called minimum breaking elongation. What does that actually mean? It means this stuff can stretch to 3 times its original size before it tears. So think about it. If the building settles a bit and a tiny crack appears in the wall, the Bitumfleks layer just stretches right over it. The seal isn't broken. That's a game changer.
It's also tough as nails when it comes to temperature. It can handle everything from a freezing -15 degrees all the way up to a blazing hot 80 degrees Celsius. It's not going to crack, it's not going to fail. Your building stays protected all year long, no matter what the weather throws at it. Okay, so this is professional grade stuff for sure. But here's the cool part. It's actually designed to be pretty straightforward to apply. Let's quickly walk through how it's done.
You can see from these symbols here, the whole process is broken down into a few clear stages. It's basically get the surface ready, mix it up, apply it, and then let it do its thing and cure. Let's dig into those steps a little deeper.
All right, here we go. Step 1, prep. Get that surface clean. No dirt, no dust. Step 2, repair. Fill in any cracks to make it smooth. Then you apply your first coat with a brush or a roller. After that dries, you apply the second coat. And here's a pro tip. You apply that second coat at a 90-degree angle to the first. That creates this super strong cross-hatched barrier. It's all about maximum protection.
Now, if you're actually planning to use this, these are the numbers you'll want to remember. Pay attention to the drying times. You've got about 12 hours for that first coat to dry, then you wait 24 hours before putting on the second coat, and then you need to give it a full 48 hours to totally cure. Following that timing is what makes sure you get the performance you're paying for.
Okay, let's wrap this all up. Why is this stuff really the smart choice, especially for people dealing with the climate in a place like Lagos?
At the end of the day, it comes down to this. Dampness is a relentless problem in that kind of climate, right? So you need a solution that's just as relentless. Bitumfleks gives you a flexible, durable shield that was built from the ground up to handle the specific challenges those buildings face. And it works, whether it's a brand new construction or an older building you're trying to fix up.
So look, this is about more than just slapping a patch on a leak.
It's about protecting the value of your property for the long haul. It's about being ready for what you know is coming. So the big question you have to ask yourself is my building just patched up for now, or is it truly, genuinely ready for the next rainy season?